you ever wondered if you could really become the woman of your dreams? Your dreams, the woman that you can imagine? Well, we're going to talk about that today on The BraveHearted Woman. Hey everybody, this is Damon, and this is my show, The BraveHearted Woman. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, each week I bring important topics for women just like you to help you live with courage and confidence and bold vision for your future. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm always giving out free resources that empower you. So you ready? Come on, let's get brave. Hey, welcome all of you amazing, beautiful, brave-hearted women. I am so glad that you are joining us here today. This is going to be a powerful episode, and I hope that you'll take a moment to not just listen to it once, but listen to it twice, and wait till the very end, because I'm going to give you some critical and crucial pro tips and steps to really becoming the woman of your dreams. Yes, it really is okay to think about and dream about who all you might become in Christ. So today I want to give you a few steps. Well, let's just jump into it, all right? Here we go. Let's just get right on into this today. First of all, think about it and name it. Who do you want to be? And I mean right now. We all have dreams, perhaps, of this untouchable, intangible person that we want to be someday in the future. But I want to let you know that you can start making changes and become someone you want to be right now, today. Think about this. What character traits do you want? Do you want to possess those and want to maybe even be known for them? Name them. Don't let them just swirl around, or worse yet, never be thought of. Name them. What character traits do you want in your life? Kindness, positivity, encouragement, patience, loyalty. What do you want to be known for? What is the radiance that you want to emit? Name it. I want, when people see me coming, that they see joy, that they see hope, they see an outlook that's positive and uplifting. What are you allowing in your life that the ideal you would never allow? Name it. Write it down. Yeah, that might be kind of painful actually, but you can do it. You're a brave-hearted woman. And the thing is that if we don't name it, we're always outrunning it. We're always keeping ourselves busy, and we don't stop to really think about, there are a few things in my life, honestly, that I'm allowing that the ideal me would not allow. Let's name it, and let's decide what we want to do about it. But the first step in becoming the woman of your dreams really is just thinking about it. Think about what it is you want. Get clarity. What are the traits that you're missing that you want to start adding into your life, that you want to build and cultivate and reap in your life? We often fail to see that we have the power right now in our life. We have the opportunity to name it and train it and cultivate it and possess it. What skill do you want to learn? What trait do you want? What temperament do you want to begin to add to your personal temperament? You have more power than what you know. That's not to say that you don't love and appreciate yourself right now just as you are. But when we start to bring some of these things to our awareness, we start to understand, okay, that's actually an area that I can hone, I can polish, I can elevate, I can reduce. Is my anger too large? I can reduce that. I don't want to be known as an angry person, a negative person. I don't want to be known as being a toxic person. If we look at it and we name it, we might have to do something about it. We might discover, this thing right here is rooted in a painful experience. But if we just keep outrunning some of the things that we don't stop and look at, we never address it in our life, we avoid it, and it continues to control us. It continues to produce a result that maybe we don't want. So today, I want you to grab your BraveHearted planner. Wait, what? You don't have a BraveHearted planner? Well, you need to get yours today. Click the notes and find out how to get your copy. It is so affordable, but I've created a BraveHearted planner so that you can journal and think and become inspired and remember and create and produce the type of life that you want. So get your planner. But here's what I want you to do. We're going to name it. We're going to think about becoming the kind of woman that is our ideal highest self. We're going to name and cultivate what we want. So I want you to journal around this. How do I want to speak? How do I want to show up? How do I want to think? I want to think like God tells me to think, and whatever is pure and right and noble and true and worthy and of good report. What fruit of the Spirit do you want to exhibit more than what you are doing right now? Or how do you want to look? How do you want to dress? How do you want to wear your makeup? How do you want to wear your hair? What kind of a woman do you want? What kind of appearance do you want? You get to choose. You have more power than what you think. Who do you want to be with? Who do you want to support you? Who do you want to surround yourself with? So write it down, and I do mean write. Don't type, but write it down. Begin to write phrases and words, sentences, thoughts, adjectives, action verbs, things that inspire you and begin to ignite a passion within you, fire you up a little bit, even scare you. What areas of your life are you being called to right now? Elevate, to rise. I want you to think about the woman that you want to become. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to write affirmations for yourself around the things that you've just put on your list. For example, if you said, I want to cultivate confidence, I am insecure, I don't radiate the confidence that I want to. I understand that. I've been in circles before where I showed up, like we say, with hat in hand, like a beggar, feeling like, oh, I don't deserve that everybody here is better than me. That's just noise in your head, and it's coming from old past narratives, experiences, and scripts that don't serve us well today at all, right? And so I want you to write some affirmations. These are just present tense, positive I am statements. For example, if it's confidence that you want, you might say, I am strong. I am confident. I allow myself to be who I am. I show up assured, standing strong in my God-given worth. That's a positive I am statement and an affirmation. Affirmations are important because they are pattern interrupters. Did you know that you have habitual thoughts? You have a way that you think. It's a habit, and you have a way that you think about yourself. That's a habit, the way you define, describe, believe, and see yourself. It's the price tag that you have unconsciously put on yourself. But affirmations are pattern interrupters. And so when you start to think of yourself as less than and not enough and small and in your stuckness and inadequate, your affirmations interrupt that. Your biblical, powerful affirmations interfere with that old narrative and replace it with the truth. You start saying, oh, wait a minute. In this way, you draw your attention back to, number one, how you should be thinking or what serves you better, okay? And that thinking, that old narrative that needs to be replaced, cast down. You need to renew and rewire your brain, and affirmations do that. The third thing that I would like to offer you and really recommend is that you find your lifters. Let me explain. See, lifters are those individuals who cause you to rise, the people that you aspire to become like. Now, some people in our life are loaders. They burden you, they bury you. Some people, when you're around them or you listen to them or you sit under their training or their teaching, you don't feel inspired and you're like, that does not resonate with me. But lifters are your eagles. They're the ones that are soaring to the places that you want to go. They're the eagles that they rise above the storms. They rise above the circumstances. They're not chickens scratching around in the dirt. Lifters are the ones that elevate you. in all kinds of areas. You might have a lifter. You might say, you know what? I need a lifter in the area of romance, someone who can help me aspire to be a better lover or to be more authentic and not fear intimacy in my relationships. Maybe you need someone to help you with finances or in your career or your health and your fitness or your purpose and your passion. I hope I do that. I hope I'm a lifter for you. I believe that I am. Someone who's doing well in an area that you aspire to. That's what your lifters are. Not idols, not people you're jealous of, not somebody you're going to compare yourself to, but someone you can honestly, humbly receive from. You can sit under them. Now, if you want someone in a one-on-one type of mentoring, then find someone who is doing what you aspire to do in a way that you love, but they're not too taxed and not too busy. You might be setting yourself up for some rejection there. We have to look for people who are available or willing to become available. But lifters can be people that you admire online, that you watch, that you follow, that you listen to on YouTube, that just motivate you to become the woman of your dreams. And you know who she is because you've just written down, the woman of my dreams talks like this, thinks like this, shows up like this, believes like this, answers to the world like this. You already know who she is because you just wrote it down, and you're learning even as you grow more and more daily to connect with that woman. And remember, that means you love who you are right now as you continue to grow into who you'll become. The next thing that I want to encourage you to do to become the woman of your dreams is to keep the vision of her in front of you. You have to have a vision of your improved self, if you will, your ideal self, the woman of your dreams. Who is she? What does she look like? How much does she weigh? Where does she travel? What does she do? How does she speak? How does she show up? The picture of you that you hold in your mind really matters. It's really important that you understand what image it is that you hold of yourself, how you think about yourself and your capabilities and your worth, because that translates into feelings. And we all know that feelings translate into actions, and actions create outcomes. Good actions create wonderful outcomes and results, and bad actions create bad results and bad outcomes. Bad feelings create bad actions. Bad thoughts create bad feelings, create bad actions. You see how it all works together. And when I say bad, I mean those thoughts and feelings that are really detrimental to you. They're toxic. They're harmful. They don't just hurt you, they harm you. And so you need to hold a vision of yourself as a powerful, beautiful, brave-hearted woman. For example, for me, I held a picture of myself as an author of a #1 selling book. I held that picture in my mind. I thought about how excited I would be. I thought about the joy of writing and signing each and every book. I thought about what the cover of that book would look like and how much enthusiasm and excitement I would have to put this message into the hands of women who need to believe in themselves and need to really truly understand that God has created them beautifully and uniquely, and you're never too late to tap into your full potential. So I pictured that. I thought about how I would feel. I sensed it. I lived into it. And then by faith, I walked out that vision because it gave me fuel. It excited me. It gave me passion. It gave me the ability to sit in front of this computer day in and day out. When everybody else was out having fun, I said, I'll have fun later. Right now, I'm on task. I'm on mission. I have a vision. I see it. I know it's done. I just have to cooperate now with God, and I have to get it done. And pro tip, when you go to envision yourself and becoming the woman of your dreams, it's wonderful to do it right first thing in the morning. You know about my 606 Rise method, where I teach you how to have a morning routine. And this is part of my morning routine, that every morning as I'm looking at my vision board and I'm praying and I'm talking to God and I'm meditating on scripture, I also include this part of envisioning the self that I believe, the person that God has called me to, doing the exact thing down to the detail that God has called me to do. I see it because your morning mind is very open and receptive. It's not cluttered yet, it's rejuvenated, and you're also in those beta waves, or those waves. Neuroscience talks about how we're in that place where our mind can really be powerful in envisioning things. So do it first thing in the morning. And another step, and finally, the last step that I find to be very crucial in becoming the woman of your dreams, is to associate with other women who have the same growth mindset. They don't have to be your lifters. They're not the ones that maybe are doing the same thing that you aspire to do, but they have the same kind of mindset. They want to grow. They want to go. They want to build. They want to evolve. They want to have personal development. They want to try new things. They're excited about life. They are women who are brave-hearted friends that will pull you up and motivate you, inspire you. And in some way, there's a healthy motivation, competitive, not in a bad way, but like, you pushed me to be a better me. When I'm around you, man, everything in me sits up and believes and becomes, I expand because of our friendship. Make sure, the old adage is that I can predict your future based on the 3 to 5 friends that you associate with, because you will become like your closest 3 to 5 friends. That's what psychology tells us. So I want to make sure that the people that I'm hanging around with want to be 1% better every month, want to grow. Now, caveat, I want you to know, again, I don't want to be around those who are toxic and negative and don't have a vision for their lives. That doesn't mean I don't love people. I have family members, I have friends that I love dearly, but they don't share a growth mindset. They maybe still struggle, maybe still have a victim mindset, maybe still feel like life is out to get them. And I used to think that for a hot minute until God said, this isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. Life can either happen to you or happen for you. And the difference is just how you choose to interpret it. So for me, I want to just remind you that improvement does not mean that we don't love who we are right now. I love me right now. I also love the future me, and I want to be faithful to her. And I don't want to let myself down, because in 5 years from now, I will arrive. Now, where I will arrive depends on the decisions that I make right now, today. So I love me now and I accept me as I am, but I love the future me. And so I will keep growing, keep excelling. I do have contentment and joy and happiness in my life right now. And because I possess it already, I love myself enough to keep growing, keep believing, stay healthy, stay fit, stay strong. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. So back to our journal. Take your BraveHearted journal. Make sure that you write these steps down. Be clear and name it. This is the kind of woman I want to become. This is the woman of my dreams. 2, reinforce that woman of your dreams through your affirmations. Speak life over yourself, right? And then identify 3, the lifters that aspire you. Watch them, emulate them, learn from them. And then make sure you visualize that woman. Feel it, sense it, embody it. Know that she is possible. And lastly, associate with friends who do the same. They have the same mindset. They want the same thing. All right, beautiful women, that's what I have for you today. And I hope and I believe that this episode of The BraveHearted Woman will be so beneficial for you. Make sure that you like this podcast, review it for us, and share this with someone else. If you need to grow in confidence, I want to give you my free gift, Ignite Your Confidence and Soar with Self-Esteem. And that's free for you simply by going to braveheartedwoman.com/resources. Make sure you find your copy today. And hey, maybe you're someone who says, I need some help in this area. Well, don't forget that I do offer a free strategy call, and you can avail yourself to that too. All right, everybody. I pray you have an amazing day. This is Dawn Damon, your BraveHeart Mentor, saying, find your brave and live your vision.